Aries, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Running a little late on this Saturday morning, but that's all right. I'm still going to get it out there. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell for when my videos do come out, as they are only weekly. Let's see what's going on the first week of October here for you guys. First week of October for Aries, please. Interesting. Some of you are meeting a Sagittarius. Others of you, holy shit. Another fire sign like yourselves. If they're not a fire sign, it's somebody extremely compatible to you. I mean, very compatible. Very fiery, very passionate. I have the Knight of Wands here and the King of Wands. You know, for those of you that are new to my channel, the kings are for me the incoming energy and the queens are your energy, whether you're male or female. It's so we can discern who's coming, who's going. With that said, it looks like you met somebody that is very fiery, very charismatic, the same energy as your own, very passionate. And it could be a fling or it could be casual, it's non committal, or you just met this person. But why am I saying you're very compatible? This is crazy. Look at this. King and Queen of Wands. Okay, because the Queen of Wands, which is your energy, is at the bottom of the deck. But something about this person, yeah, you find yourself compatible. Yeah, you find yourself attracted. Yeah, you're like with it. And yeah, you're having fun and you like it. But there's something off here too. It's like they're not exactly the way you were expecting them to come in, or there's something off about it. But we'll see. This is just an energy I'm feeling. What's coming towards Aries, please? What's coming towards Aries? Like maybe on paper they're not right. Maybe you have an age gap. Maybe the person is connected to someone else or something else. It feels like kind of one of those, but I think it's too soon for you to even think about that or care about that. Um, yeah, this is exactly what I was feeling, and now the cards are telling me so. Thank you, universe. Two swords in reverse. Two swords in reverse talks about you having a very difficult decision to make. It's like you're at a crossroads. You're torn. Should you do this or not do this? Whatever the offer is, whether it's work, family, or this person you just met, or this love ship that you're in. The bottom of the deck is the Magician. You're trying to manifest something, and you successfully have manifested someone in your world. But it feels like it's not ideal. Because if it was ideal, why would you be torn as to what choice to make? Now, mind you, we're going to clarify all of these and we're going to see what's coming. Other than the fact that this just popped up in my face. The World card, which means a new chapter. So you're starting to initiate and begin a new chapter in your life. What does an Aries see coming their way? Interesting. Interesting and tough, I want to say at the same time. Holy shit, guys. This is good. I'm saying it like I'm so surprised. But anyway, Ace of Swords and Two of Cups. No, this is actually awesome. This Two of Cups tells me you both feel the same way. You both are mutual. I'm telling you, you found somebody that is exactly like you. Somebody on the same wavelength as yourself. Somebody compatible. Ace of Swords, this is talking some truths here. This is laying all your cards on the table. If this is business related, this is literally a contract you're getting into with a business partner. A partnership of some kind. But overall, in general, this is laying down your cards, being honest, having a truthful conversation, and you feel like you're both on the same page. Getting in a relationship, getting into business together, creating a friendship, whatever that is for you. The bottom of the deck is the moon. Yeah, there are some secrets. You're withholding some information, but so are they. And ironically, I think you're both withholding information from one another because I think you're both afraid to scare each other off. Even though you have a little bit of fear of unknown of where the future is headed, you're keeping your boundaries. Because obviously you don't want to get hurt, Aries. I think this person is kind of doing the same thing because of you, in the sense that how attracted they are to you. But there's something off, like I said. You're not an ideal match, but you are in everything else, like chemistry, just the way that you think, like I said, the compatibility and all of that. Let me continue. What's the advice here for Aries, please? The Chariot and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, that is some weird shit right there, I'll tell you. I think a lot of you are seeing somebody a lot younger. If you're not seeing somebody younger, it is just in nature they're not as mature as you. Hold on one second. Why is the battery pausing you for just a bit? Sorry, guys. All right, sorry about that. Something was off with the battery. But let's get back to you for advice. The Eight of Wands in reverse and the Chariot, it's talking about you taking action on yourself. Just remain focused on your life, your agenda, where you're going, what you're doing, regardless of the positive and the negative surrounding you right now. This is not a time to lose focus on your direction or your path because you are on the right path. You are on the right track in life. So don't let this kind of thing distract you, is one thing. Eight of Wands in reverse is talking about non-action, not taking kind of action. It might behoove you to take a back seat on something. Others of you it's the opposite. It's in regards to something in life where you need to start moving. Um, but I feel like that's more work related than it is love related. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This is why I was saying young energy, small energy. But this is talking about learning something. If you're an apprentice or an apprenticeship, but there's something here to learn. Guys, strangely enough, I also feel, aside from what's going on here with you, with this individual, because these are weekly readings. So this is what's on the agenda for the week. This is the energy you're encapsulating for the week. I feel further on down in the month, there's something else that's also brewing for you. Someone else is also brewing to come into your lives. Because I see this King of Swords back here, who's kind of also peeping you and stalking you. There's some interesting shit coming your way, guys. Real interesting. Some of you might already have met two people. Now you got to decide between the two. And they're all fresh and new, and you don't know which one to go down. Road-wise, I mean. Ugh. Struggling to talk today. What's the outcome for the week? Queen of Cups, Two of Wands. Whoa, what is this? Five of Swords. All right. The biggest theme of the week that I'm seeing here, especially with your outcome, the Two of Wands talks about you being in a crossroads, but you're looking at your future. You're looking at your horizon. You're like, what's that for me? What's the ideal road for me? My path. And then the Queen of Cups here, which talks about you using your heart chakra, you using your emotions, but you're in check. You're emotionally mature. You are in this place where you can control your emotions, right? So you're sitting here thinking clearly and level headed about what your future is. But what's crossing you is this Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid new beginning. That's why you're torn. You're like, do I do this or don't I do this? Because it seems like it's something that's tangible. And it can be a new job or a new person that you've met. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting, if not slightly dicey. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. Right now, you're not making a judgment call, but it looks like somebody here is getting found out or called out. So I don't know if you've been involved with somebody that has a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, third party. It's not you, it's them. And so I don't know if they're calling themselves out to their person or you're getting found out as being together kind of thing. Whatever it is, it's like you're finding out about this other energy and you're not making a judgment call. But at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords, which does talk about you needing to sacrifice something. Like we win some, we lose some. You got an awesome job, but you lost this relationship. Or you have this awesome relationship, but you're going to lose your job because you have to move away for this person. Whatever. You get my point. This is kind of the energy of what this Ace of Pentacles is. I speak generally because you're a large audience, but you know what this is for you. So this is what's crossing you for the end of the week. And this is why you have choices to make. Big ones, heavy duty ones. So let's start clarifying this and see what's going on here. Interesting. You guys have a very, very interesting week. All right, Aries, please. What is this King and this Knight of Wands, please? Look at this. The Sun at the bottom of the deck, and Justice, and the High Priestess. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, Temperance. Another Sagittarius card. Either way, this is you tempering yourself. This is you saying, okay, Smokey, this situation that I'm in here right now, it's casual, so let me calm down. Let me temper myself. This might not be an ideal situation for me to get into, because at the end of the day, I do want to have some stability. Some of you might also have an earth sign in your life, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But somebody here is resisting the situation. They're putting up a fight. They're putting up an argument. And because of that, you're like, let me think clearly what I need to do, what's right for me in this situation. I know you're happy, though. That's for sure. It almost feels like you're happy to be in this situation. You could be in something far worse, granted, but you are also in a tough place, in a predicament that you do have to decide. So what is this Two of Swords in reverse? Intuitively, you know. You know what you need to do. You know the right answer. You know what's going on here. And in one instance, there is some kind of unrequited love. Maybe it's a runner-chaser dynamic between you and somebody else. But the High Priestess tells me you know what's what. Others of you, if I was to take this literally, you're not talking here to somebody because there's unrequited love here. You know it. Maybe it's you, maybe it's them. But if you're having a lack of conversation going back and forth, or this person's not communicating with you, it is because it's not exactly ideal. And I think it's because you're dealing with two people. So I don't want to make it confusing. There's one person here that you both feel mutually the same way, and then there's somebody else that's unrequited love. You know this. You know deep it down inside. And you're sitting here trying to make a choice because you're thinking one brings you more stability. So it's almost like you're fighting in your mind between rationale versus passion in your heart. And it's interesting to me because at the bottom of the deck, this Knight of Cups, somebody's coming to ask you out. Somebody's coming to talk to you. And then you're going to have to make a final judgment call. So this is probably why you're having honest conversations here with somebody, with this Ace of Swords. And then when you do have this conversation, because this is in the position of you don't see this happening to you. You don't see this coming your way. So with this Ace of Swords, it's like, holy shit, we're having this honest conversation. Turns out we both feel the same exact way. Where in the previous position, you have somebody here who doesn't give a shit, who's acting like they don't care. They're being gifted something from God, and you're like, it's cool. What's the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups, please? Okay, so for me, this is completely undeniable. 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups to me is a happy relationship. 5 Cups are yours. 5 Cups are theirs. You both feel the same exact way. You're toasting here on this happiness that you both feel. Others of you, this is a partnership. If this is business-wise, you're in a happy environment. And this all happens after you have this conversation. After you're upfront and honest. Remember before I was telling you that there's somebody here that's compatible like you? Yeah, the way you speak, the way you put your cards on the table, so do they. And this is probably why you're getting somewhere. Because you're like-minded. All right, let's see what this advice is trying to say over here. What is this 8 of Wands in reverse in the Chariot? I mean, 100% that's saying you do you, no matter what. But let's see what else. You know in your heart of hearts that here somebody that you're dealing with, it is casual. This is an affair, especially these two cards together. This is having a fling. This is having an affair, and in some ways it's saying, do you do you want to do this? You think long and hard, Aries, long and hard. Maybe you're not the one with the third party, maybe they are, but you're also harming that individual. I know this isn't for all of you, but I'm just saying that and I'm just putting it out there. That's why this is kind of saying you do you and don't go chasing something that doesn't belong to you. That's literally the advice. Sure, you can have fun. Sure, you can do things in the shadow. Sure, if this is work related, you need to strategize, but don't do anything at on a whim. Others of you, if this does look like a third party situation, you do you. Do not chase this. Do not go after it. If it comes to you, I guess that's like a whole other story, right? And it kind of looks like that's what's happening here. Someone's gonna be texting you. Someone's gonna be calling you. I really like you, Aries. Like there's something about you I just cannot forget. Yeah, no shit. That's a fucking Aries for you. Nobody can forget an Aries. We're Aries people are irresistible. Everybody wants to hang around an Aries, even as a friend. You know who you are when you leave the house. You know who you are when you open the door. But you also know who you are when you close the door. And you're home alone with your thoughts. You're a very different person. You're very real, you're very honest, and but sometimes like you go out there and everybody wants to be around you because of the natural charm you come with. With that said, be careful what you attract. Is all I'm going to say. Cuz right now you're on a good path, you're on a good track, Aries, and it's something that you do not want to derail right now with yourselves. All right? And I want everybody to remember that this is a year of seven. This is an enlightenment year. This is learning about yourself. This is working on yourself. This is attacking and dealing with your shadow side. You're going to meet a lot of people who are going to teach a lot of things about yourself that you never knew before. All right? And some of these people will stay with you in 2024 while others will be shed away. So I want you to be cognizant of that as this happens, as you keep continuing to meet people. And you're going to meet a lot now, a lot of people up until the end of this year. But it's who you decide to carry over to 2024 that is important. Because 2024 is going to bring you the people that are have lasting power, who are going to stick with you and stay with you. Now let's see what's going on here with your outcome for the week. There is an offer on the table. Here it is, as I knew it. All right, the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the actual challenge of why you need to decide. You're going to get an offer, a big one, a solid one. And it's going to be tough, really, really tough. It's going to be a new job. It's going to be a new relationship. It's going to be new. But this is why you need to make a decision, a hard one that might include sacrifice. Some of you are going to be too scared to let go of what you knew from your past, what was comfortable. Others of you, it might be a no-brainer, but it doesn't look like that to me. It looks like you're going to sit here and pause and reflect. Can I have one more for outcome going out of this week into the next? Uh-huh. Guys, definitely is talking about you starting a new chapter. This is it. This is you're starting a new cycle. And on this new cycle, you're going to learn new shit, as I just got done telling you. You're going to learn, I don't know, new lessons. You might make new mistakes, but you're going to get up and dust yourself off and keep going. All right? But I do see awesome news at the bottom of the deck. Some of you might even have a reconciliation here with somebody. Bottom of the deck is showing me Three of Cups and Two of Cups. So this is two things. This is two camps of Aries, right? This is celebrating either a reunion. Others of you, this is kind of a third party situation, but the problem is you both deeply care for each other. You both like each other. You're more compatible with one another than whoever they are connected to, or you, if you're dealing with third party. Now, let us get some salty advice. That's These cards are a little bit salty. They're very, very rude, but you know, they're very, very honest too. All right, what does Aries need to hear? Holy shit, I really can't wait to do the extended reading. That's going to be fun. Because I know you're going to be thinking about this person. And those of you who don't know, in the extended reading, we go into your person as where this reading is more about you. All right. Shit is going down with your job. Dang. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Holy shit, for some of you. Shit's going down. People are probably getting fired left and right. People moving around, shifting, and you're somehow in the middle of it all. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. That's right. You have to change the way you think or just leave. You do have options. Can I show you something that just made my skin crawl? Not crawl, but you know, the hair on my arms just raise. You do you. Isn't that crazy? Did I just get done telling you you do you? Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You do you. That's crazy. And that was in your advice. You do you. Remain focused. Let everybody else do their own shit. You know, some people got to do their own life lessons too. Some people need to do their own shadow work. You're not responsible for them. You're only responsible for yourself. All right. Romance angels. Religious factors and let go of control issues. Healing family issues at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So in the extended, we're going to deep dive on this, so this is going to be interesting. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringings and spiritual path. So a lot of you have a fundamental difference here with somebody that you just both grew up differently, and it could be affecting your love life today. Letting go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And this kind of goes back to your advice with this Eight of Wands in reverse, you doing you and you just letting things happen. It, like I said, some people need to do their own work, their own homework, and work on themselves. That's got nothing to do with you. You're living your life. You're living your best life, right? And they just happen to be on your path. Do not let them deter you from that, right? Regardless of where they end up in your life. You don't need to think about a future with them. This is why you have over here this Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So we'll clarify that in the extended. But before we go, let's get one more card from the Wisdom House of Night for advice. Holy shit. Leave me your comments down below, guys. What the hell's going on? There's some juicy stuff happening to you. Thank you. Cycles and the moon. All right, we just discussed cycles and the moon is clearly the same, but it's about your new chapter that you're about to go into. Things go up, things go down. Things don't, you know, they shift. They don't stay the same. You can't stagnate. You'll eventually have a tower if you keep stagnating on something. But let's read cycles. What goes around comes around is the message of the symbol of cycles. Oh shit, so it's also talking about karma. The moon goes from new to full in cycles that repeat each month. Whatever you're planning to do or reveal by asking your question, it's going to be visited again in another circumstance. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Remember, what goes around comes around. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, the energy that you expect in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. Cycles. What goes around comes around. So be careful of the choices that you're going to make, Aries. That's why your advice is showing me something here that's a little sketch. It's a little suspect. You don't want to be part of that, right? You just don't. And then the moon. Let's see what the moon is trying to say. This is a sign that you must trust your gut, your instincts, and your intuition will lead you through the darkness. This is why you had this over here, what's coming towards you when you have to make a choice. The High Priestess is all intuitive. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you will know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have this power right now. You're being asked to use it. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. I should have read that first because what's really going on behind the scenes is cycles. This is why you got two cards in the first place. So, be careful what you choose. You know intuitively something else is going on. And it's not with you, it's with them. And you know that somehow, some way, you're not being taken as a fool, but you're being taken for a ride. Not because they're trying to trick you, it's because they don't want to lose you. But aside from that, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. So if you do this, remember the warning it's giving you. What goes around comes around. So, guys, and this might not necessarily have to be you, it can be your person that this could be happening to also. With that said, everybody else, I'll see you at the extended.